Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's story is massive because OpenAI has just done something that might completely redefine how we use the web. They've launched their own browser. It's called ChatGPT Atlas, and it's not just a browser, it's ChatGPT built directly into the web itself. This marks the first time OpenAI has taken a direct shot at Google's Chrome, and it's not a small one. Atlas doesn't just search the web, it understands it. It reads, reasons, and acts alongside you, directly inside your browser window. So in this video, we're going to break down what ChatGPT Atlas is, how it works, what makes it so different, what the agent mode really means, and why this might be OpenAI's boldest move since ChatGPT first launched. Before we dive deeper into the story, please do like and share this video. If have not already, then do subscribe and click on the bell icon. It's the support that I get from you that keeps me going and provides you with the latest updates. Alright, let's start with the story. Atlas is OpenAI's brand new web browser, available right now for macOS users worldwide, with Windows, iOS, and Android versions on the way. You can download it directly at chatgpt.com/atlas. OpenAI calls it a browser built around ChatGPT, and that's exactly what it is. The traditional address bar, gone. Instead, it's replaced by an Ask ChatGPT bar that merges search, chat, and action into one interface. So instead of typing a query into Google, you can just talk to ChatGPT directly, ask it to find something, summarize a page, or even take an action on your behalf, all in real time. CEO Sam Altman described Atlas as part of a once-in-a-decade opportunity to rethink the browser, and that makes sense, because for the first time since Chrome launched in 2008, we're seeing a browser that reimagines the entire web experience through AI. Here's what that looks like. As you browse, you'll see a new Ask ChatGPT sidebar that sits right alongside the page you're visiting. Let's say you're reading a long research article, a product review, or a recipe. You can click the sidebar and ask ChatGPT to summarize it, refine the tone, or even take the next step, like ordering the ingredients online, or booking tickets related to an event you're reading about. That's not a gimmick, it's fully integrated into the browsing experience. This is possible because Atlas runs on a combination of ChatGPT's built-in search and what OpenAI calls browser context understanding. Basically, the AI can interpret what's on your screen, not just the text, but the structure, meaning, and intent behind it. And because your ChatGPT memory is built in, Atlas can remember the websites you've visited, the topics you've explored, and the tasks you've completed, helping it build personalized context over time. But don't worry, that memory is optional. OpenAI says browser memories are private and fully under user control. You can view, archive, or delete them at any time. You can even toggle off memory completely, or block specific websites from being visible to ChatGPT. There's also an incognito mode that temporarily signs you out of ChatGPT, ensuring that no context is saved. If you do choose to enable memories, ChatGPT can do some pretty impressive stuff with them. For example, you could say, find all the job listings I looked at last week and create a summary of the top companies hiring in AI, or, continue my research on electric vehicles, summarize where I left off. That's the level of recall we've never seen in a browser before. Now, the most talked about feature of ChatGPT Atlas is something called agent mode. This is where things get wild. Agent mode lets ChatGPT do things for you, not just answer questions. It's like giving your browser a pair of hands. You can ask it to research a topic, open multiple tabs, gather data, plan an event, even perform actions like filling out forms or booking reservations. OpenAI actually gave a few examples, like asking ChatGPT to plan a dinner party. You could paste in your recipe, and the agent can automatically find a nearby grocery store, add ingredients to a cart, and order them to your home. At work, you could ask it to pull up old documents, read them, perform competitive research, and compile insights into a team brief, all without you touching another tab. And when it needs to act, Atlas will literally ask, would you like me to open tabs and complete this task? Once you approve, it starts working in real time inside your browser. Now, agent mode isn't fully open to everyone yet. It's launching in preview for Plus, Pro, and business users, and will later roll out to enterprise and education accounts. But even in this early preview, it's already redefining how AI agents interact with the web. Let's talk about safety, because giving AI the power to click, navigate, and act on your behalf obviously comes with risks. OpenAI has built multiple safeguards into Atlas to minimize those risks. The agent cannot run code directly in your browser, cannot download files or install extensions, cannot access other apps or your local file system, and will automatically pause before taking any action on sensitive sites like banks or financial dashboards. You can also use logged out mode, which keeps the agent from accessing any personal data or logged in sessions while it performs actions. Even with those protections, OpenAI admits that agents can still make mistakes, or even be tricked by hidden malicious instructions like those embedded in web pages or emails. They've done thousands of hours of red teaming to test for vulnerabilities, and they're continuing to monitor Atlas in real time for new attack methods. This transparency is important because as agentic systems become more popular, the biggest threat isn't just error, it's exploitation. Now, beyond the headline features, Atlas actually introduces a ton of smaller but equally transformative updates. For example, the search experience has been rebuilt from the ground up. When you open a new tab, you can either type a URL or just ask a question. The results come back faster than ever, with contextual tabs that let you switch between web links, images, videos, and news, all inside the same interface. If you click a result, Atlas opens it in a split view, with the chat sidebar active, so you can keep talking to ChatGPT about the content without leaving the page. It's the first browser that merges reading, research, and reasoning into one flow. There's also inline editing, where you can highlight text on any website like an email or a blog draft and instantly refine it using ChatGPT's editing tools. No more copying, pasting, or switching between tabs. And of course, AI-powered autofill is included, allowing ChatGPT to help with form entries, writing tone adjustments, and code editing directly within the browser. So what about availability and pricing? Right now, Atlas is free to download for everyone on macOS. The advanced features, like agent mode and deeper memory, are reserved for Plus, Pro, and Business plans, with enterprise and education support coming later. OpenAI also confirmed that browser memories are off by default and that the data you browse is not used to train their models unless you explicitly opt in through data controls. Parents can even set parental controls that carry over from ChatGPT, including turning off memories or disabling agent mode entirely. That's a subtle but important move, especially as AI-driven browsers become mainstream. Now, let's talk about competition. This launch isn't happening in isolation. OpenAI is stepping directly into Google's domain, both literally and metaphorically. For the first time, it's challenging Google Chrome, which remains the world's most used browser. Sam Altman even said that Atlas does away with the address bar, a subtle jab at how traditional search works. And it comes at a time when Google is under antitrust pressure for being declared an illegal monopolist in online search. Google, for its part, has already built its own AI integrations, with Gemini now embedded directly inside Chrome, offering summaries, explanations, and even restoring closed tabs. But Altman's pitch is different. Atlas isn't about embedding AI into a browser, it is the browser. The move has already sent ripples through the industry. Google's stock dipped nearly 4.8% on launch day, and analysts like Pat Moorhead from More Insights say Atlas could attract early adopters, even if mainstream users stick with Chrome or Edge for now. Still, the timing is powerful. According to data firm DemandSage, ChatGPT now has over 800 million weekly active users, double what it had in February, and that audience could help OpenAI build instant traction for Atlas. Atlas also connects deeply with OpenAI's expanding ecosystem. The browser integrates with ChatGPT's search partnerships, including Shopify, Etsy, Expedia, and Booking.com, allowing ChatGPT to help users navigate those services directly through the browser. This makes Atlas not just a search tool, but a new kind of commerce interface. And OpenAI's roadmap is already packed. They're planning multi-profile support, developer tools, and ways for apps SDK developers to surface their AI apps directly inside Atlas. Website owners can even add ARIA tags to optimize how the ChatGPT agent interacts with their sites, similar to how SEO tags once defined search rankings, but now for AI-driven navigation. So to sum it up, ChatGPT Atlas is more than a browser. It's OpenAI's attempt to fuse search, chat, and agency into a single intelligent interface. It's an AI that can not only read the web, but act on it, remember it, and personalize it for you. Whether it becomes a true Chrome rival or not, Atlas signals a new direction for the internet, one where your browser isn't just a window to the web, it's an assistant that lives inside it. And if OpenAI plays this right, it won't just change how we browse, it'll redefine what browsing even means. That's all for today's deep dive into ChatGPT Atlas. If you found this useful, drop a like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more updates on AI, agentic systems, and the future of intelligent tools. Thanks for watching, this is AI Tides, and I'll see you in the next one.